All right, this is my review for Pluribus. Pluribus, dude. Only reason I'm watching this is because I just got Apple TV so I can watch Foundation. That is the only reason I'm watching Foundation season 3, one of the greatest sci-fi shows I've seen, and I am enjoying it. So I will say that, even though I know you're here for Pluribus. Anyways, what I'll say is this. First episode. I'm watching the whole series. I will. The only way I won't watch the whole series is if somehow it makes me hate it. I don't know how it can do that. But this movie, I'm saying calling it a movie, but this series has me. And you know why? Because of this. The Walking Dead. The reason I bring that up is because The Walking Dead did something similar. It had a first episode on AMC that felt like a movie. And I think it was a little more than an hour long. And I thought it was a movie. I legitimately thought it was a movie. When it ended, I remember going to school the next day and I was like, damn, man, that movie was so good. And I found out it was a show and I was like, oh my God. And the reason I bring that up is because in The Walking Dead, the first episode, the amount of setup, the amount of detail to letting you feel that something is about to happen is very prevalent in the first Walking Dead episode. So when you actually see the first zombie, when you actually see him getting out of the hospital into this new world that's infected, you're drawn in instantly because they did the work. This first episode does the work. It does the work and it's going to pay off in dividends. I'm telling you, people are going to watch this series because I didn't know anything about the series. I didn't watch any trailers. I didn't know nothing. All I knew was that something's happening in the world and I said, I'm gonna check it out. So that's it. I said, I'm gonna check it out. The only bad thing this episode has in it is that they kill off an actress who, well, I think she's dead. Her body's still in the house, so who knows? Maybe she's alive. But the point is, there's an actress in this who is amazing. She's such a great actress, and she's one of the girls. I think she's the girl's companion or her lover, and she helps her with her books and stuff like that. This lady, she is such a good actress. She was in this series a long time ago on MTV called Younger, I believe, or something like that. But the point is, she played a woman's boss in a book publishing company, which is interesting the way her character is in this. But the point is, she's a great actress. And when they took her out, I was like, damn, so hopefully she's alive somehow because they're keeping her body for some reason. We'll see what happens. But what I'm trying to say is, I love that actress. She's awesome. And if she's really going, then she's gone. But other than that, the first episode, it did the work. It did the legwork. Like, let me put it to you like this. If you ever seen the movie 2012, I could watch that movie right now and I could love it. And you know why? Because 2012 does the work. It does the work in setting up things so well that when the world is coming to an end, you're in. You're in with whatever happens because it did the work in the very beginning of the movie to slowly build. It happens fast in 2012, but they build it so well with different establishing shots and people really alive and stuff all around the globe and stuff happening that when the stuff starts hitting the fan, you are there for it. And this movie, I keep calling it a movie, this show, I love how it starts off sci-fi. It has a sci-fi element to it. People looking at the stars and they find something out and it's like they're trying to figure out what the heck this code is. And like, I knew this was going to happen. I'm like, oh, this is the type of show this is? And it tickled my mind. And I was like, this is great. And then they introduced some characters that I was like, okay, cool. And then introduce some questions. And then this is one of the reasons why I want to watch this whole series. Because this show could have did something that it earned, but it did not do. This show earned the moment when, let's just say someone picks up a phone. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Let's say someone picks up a phone in the series and they're about to be able to ask questions and get answers to questions that we want answers to. And in that moment when they pick up the phone, before they ask those questions, this series did so good at setting up this world and this issue that the moment this character picks up the phone, before they say anything, this show earned the ability to go to the credits and have me not be mad, because they earned my viewership, because they built this issue and this calamity happening so well that when it got to that moment when she picks up the phone, if they cut to credits at that moment, I would have not been mad. I would have been like, dang, I gotta watch the next episode. Good on you guys. I respect it. Like, that's what Stranger Things does. Stranger Things does the show so freaking well that when it goes to a cliffhanger, you're not mad. You're like, it's cool. Even though you're able to watch the next episode because of Netflix. But the point I'm trying to make is you're not mad. I'm never mad at the end of Stranger Things because you're satisfied. You feel like, dang, you did good. You earned that cliffhanger. This show earned it, but it didn't do it. It actually gives you the answers to almost the whole series in like the last 15 minutes. Any questions you want to ask, it gives it to you pretty much. And I'm like, damn, you have cojones. Like, I want to see how far this goes after you give me these answers now. So they got my respect. They got my respect. The show got my respect, and I'm just happy I stopped watching It, Welcome to Derry, because that show was letting me down. And this show, it gives me that pieces of horror and that bit of I don't know if it's uneasiness or it's just I don't know if it's horror or what, but it gives me something. It gives me that feeling of dread and wonder and whimsy all in one, because of the sci-fi elements, the characters that I'm interested in now, and it pulls you in. And now that it's focusing on something, it's not like, it doesn't just take you away. Like I said, it gives you a lot of these answers that I was not expecting so quickly. And I kind of respect that so much. It's like, they're like saying, hey, we're not going to make you wait 5 episodes for this and drag you along. We're going to give you some of these answers. But now it's like, okay, if you're going to give us those answers, you better be able to deliver in the second episode. So I'm curious to see how the next episode is. I'm definitely enjoying this. Just sucks that they killed that great actress. I wish she was still in it. And maybe she is. Maybe episode 2 there's something where she wakes up, or I don't know. We'll see. But ultimately, I'm very curious. And it's just interesting how humans do things. Like, they found this thing in the stars. And they did it to themselves, basically. But I'm just a master of setup. I love setup. If something can set something up enough for me, you have me as a viewer. Like I said, 2012, the movie 2012, whatever you think about the movie 2012, me talking about it makes me want to watch it, because it's just like, the setup is so good. Like, it's interesting. Some people love zombie movies. I love zombie movies too. But the thing is this, I don't really love zombie movies. I found that as I got older, I realized when I watch zombie movies and I watch different type of films, I realized, in sci-fi movies, I realized it's not about, I don't like disaster movies, and I don't like the disaster of the zombies. It's cool watching it, but that's not why I go to the movies, to watch disaster movies or zombies movies. The zombies I could care less about, and the calamity of world-ending stuff I could care less about. The thing I really realized that I love in movies, I love the setup. That's what it is. If a movie is like almost all setup, and then the last 10-15 minutes go crazy, I actually don't mind it. If it's done well enough, I don't mind it. Because, like, I just think about so many things I love that got me to watch the whole series. Is because the setup was so good. Same thing with the show Foundation, the sci-fi show, that the only reason I got Apple TV. They set up the first episode so well. This is why I'm watching Foundation. I love it. So this series, they set up this first episode so well. They might have me for 2 seasons if it goes 2 seasons, honestly. This first episode was probably this first episode is probably one of the best episodes of television I've seen in a minute. But you know what? That's how it goes. That first episode of a season, they go so hard. They know, they do it so well in the first episode of most seasons. So what I'm hoping is they can carry this to the finish line. And I'm not sure how it's gonna end, but I'm not sure how it's gonna end. But I think I will be pleased. I'm definitely enjoying it. Trying to see if there's anything else I'd like to say. Like I said, I didn't watch any trailers, so I have no knowledge of this. No knowledge. So I'm trying to come at this from a different perspective. I think the actors are great. Actresses are great. And I do think that they did bring up a fact in this, is that Well, I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just saying that some people are like someone else. They're able to do certain things in this world that other people aren't able to do. That's what I'll say about the situation. Some people are able to move through this world in different ways than other people are. That's what I'll say. And I'm curious who those other actors are or actresses. And I'm very curious what is going to happen. It's especially the world is so big. So what my whole point is, the world is so big. And if you gave me, all I'm going to say is this. You did this. The show did this in the first episode. You gave me a number of a certain amount of individuals. This is what I'm going to say is given at the end of episode 1. If you give me this number of individuals, where are they? And I know I'm going to have to watch, but what I'm saying is this. I guess I got to keep watching, but the point I'm trying to make is if you gave me this low number of individuals and you look at how big the world is, you need to do something. You need to bring them. You need to, I don't know what, all I'm going to say is you need to figure something out. And I'm sure they can because of, well, let's just say Pluribus. Let's just say one mind. They should be able to do it. They should be able to do it and bring them together because I'm just curious who all these people are and what are they going to do? The odds are so stacked against them. I can't even imagine. Like, it feels so real because it just feels like, I don't know. I just feel like it's real watching it. I just feel like they shot it in such a real way and it just feels, I don't know. It just feels, they did a great job. Apple TV, I just got Apple TV because of Foundation and dang, they know what to do. They know what to do. That's what I say. They know how to make good TV. Them and HBO. So just take care, spread love and light, and Pluribus. Enjoy it. See how you liked it. And how am I going to sign off? Maybe with a samurai slice. Let's do it like this.